Hello, and welcome to the Pest Control Marketing Podcast with your host, me, Hal Coleman, uncensored and unplugged. Pay attention, take lots of notes, because you're going to find out exactly how to get more new customers, more referrals, and grow your business.
Hal Coleman has been active in the pest control industry for over 40 years, including owning and operating his own successful pest control business for 18 years. He now devotes his time to helping other PCOs and other WCOs double, triple, and even quadruple their businesses faster than they ever imagined. Be sure to check out his website, pestcontrolmarketer.com. For more information about Hal's coaching program, you can reach him at 770-993-0004 or email him hal@halcoleman.com. Mike Stewart is known as the Internet Audio and Video Guy. Since the birth of the Internet, Mike has been showing small business owners how to get more new customers, increase their sales, and grow their businesses online using audio and video, now with iPhones and Android phones. For more information about Mike's coaching program and his online training courses, visit MikeStewartCoaching.com or email him mike@internetaudioguide.com.
Well, hello, this is Hal Coleman, and welcome to another episode of the Pest Control Marketing Podcast. And I'm here with my good friend and business associate, who is not actually here with me, but he's here on the air with me, better known as Mr. Online, Mike Stewart. How you doing, Mike?
I'm good today. I got to timestamp this. I'm normally not one who wants to timestamp a podcast, but it is March 19th, 2020. And we're right in the middle of probably one of the scariest times I remember since 9/11 for a lot of people. But I want to talk today with you, and I know you already told me this. I actually know what we're going to be talking about today, are things that you need to do other than being scared. And we're talking about that coronavirus pandemic. And for being Mr. Online, be honest with you, Hal, my life hasn't really changed much at all. What's changed around me is the people that are hurting and suffering, and maybe we can say some things to change the mindset.
Well, I hope so. My world is changing a little bit because my clients all are small business owners. Almost all of them are in the pest control business, and so their entire livelihood depends on being out and about and not staying home. They can't work from home. They have to work at other people's homes, and so some of them are struggling, and I really wanted to, let them know that my heart goes out to them. And but I want to kind of, this is the people that listen to this. Of course, if they listen to it a year from now, things hopefully will be entirely different. And I'm glad you time-stamped it, because I was going to do that myself. But people need to understand, we need to understand, and I keep telling myself that every day, this is not a well that we're going down, it's a tunnel that we're going through. And so we don't know exactly what's in the tunnel because it's got a bend in it. We can't see all the way to the other end. But we don't know exactly what's in the tunnel. But we know we're going to get through the tunnel and come out the other side if we keep moving forward. And so it's not like we're going down a well, and the further down we go, the worse it gets. We will come out of this. We'll come out of it stronger. Companies that come out of it will be leaner and meaner and more profitable and more focused. And they'll look back on it and say, wow, that period of time really helped make us what we are today. But that's the attitude that we need to have. But in the meantime, we got to pay the bills, and we want the phone to ring. So let me, if I could, just run a few ideas by that the brick and mortar business, like pest control or any home service industry or any small business for that matter. If you can't go outside and you can't do the work, what can you do besides sit by the phone and wring your hands and worry? And one thing is, we need to reach out to our customers and let them know that we're here. If I had a pest control business today, first thing I'd be doing would be sending a letter or phone calls and emails, because, some people are hard to reach by one or two of those. But reach out to my customers and say, look, just want to let you know we're here, we're operating, and maybe tell them, for your safety, Mr. Johnson and Ms. Johnson, I don't want to invade your space or your privacy or your barrier of trust. So this month we're not going to come inside your home. We're only going to do the perimeter so that we make you feel safe inside. Of course, it's going to be guaranteed. So we're only going to go into homes that are having a current problem right now and need specific inside service. But we're here 24/7. All you have to do is call us, let us know. But we're taking care of your home. And as we always have and we always will, just want to let you know we are on the job and we are here for you. That's the first thing, just to reassure the customer that, because believe me, some of those customers think, well, what's going to happen to my bug people? They're not going to go outside. They're not going to be here. And I'm going to get overrun with bugs, or termites are going to eat my home, or rats going to get into my attic. We got to let them know that we are on the job. We are vigilant, and we're going to take care of them. And it's that would be the first thing that I would do is reach out to my customers, and if they're struggling, because many of our customers are going to have already lost their jobs, and overnight they just wake up one day and find out that the business they work for has closed the doors, at least temporarily. So what do you got to do? You've still got a mortgage payment to make. You've still got insurance payments and utilities to pay, and all of a sudden you wake up one day and you don't have a job to go to. So it affects everybody. So with customers like that, so they say, look, I don't have a job today. I'm going to have to cancel your service. Well, you know what? Think about going out and servicing them and not charging them. So no, you don't want to cancel your service. I know you don't. Let me just come service it for you. And then when things get back, you can pay me back for this service later on down the road. Bend over and help your customers. Bend down and give them a hand, and when they're struggling. And we all have to bend, and and it's I'm doing things for some of my clients, the exact same thing. So anyway, and I know you got some great thoughts on it too, Mike, and so just share them, please.
Well, in the online world, which I've been very familiar with for over 20 years now, nothing has really changed for me other than the worry and like the hand wringing you're talking about of some customers. The majority of the people are not out of money. We're not going to starve to death. I think there's going to be plenty of food. We got more food in this country than imaginable. The grocery stores and essential services are not closing. So we've got this horrible economic ripple from this true pandemic. So what are things in the online world that you need to embrace? Well, one thing, if you've got time now, no matter who you are, start embracing things that you have been procrastinating about. Number one, if you've downloaded Hal's book, his PDF file, and you haven't read it, this is a great time to get yourself educated about what to do when things get better. Number one, get involved with as much training that is accessible via your phone, your tablet, or your computer. Because, instead of sitting and watching the news and hearing the gloom and doom 24 hours a day, carve out a good portion of your time to motivate and educate your mind about positive things that you can be doing. And if you've still got budget, everybody's not out of money. This is the time to invest in things. I was hearing about some savvy investors that have money. They're sitting over on the sidelines, can't wait to buy more stocks because they know they're going to make a killing by being able to buy low and then it rise back up. One tip that I would give everybody is go get a Zoom.us account. ZOOM.us account. What is Zoom? Zoom or Skype, Skype. We're actually using Skype right now to connect. You can do virtual one-on-one conversations to lay the foundation for future customers sitting at your computer, completely safe. Do a Zoom call with your customers and do a free Zoom inspection and let them walk around with their phone showing you their house, putting their mind at ease, absolutely free. What could that do for the future relationship that you were willing to do something that people thought, well, that's cool. He contacted me. He gave me something absolutely free, and he didn't put my family or myself at danger because he did it virtually. So, we've been doing virtual meetings, webinars, Zoom meetings. In fact, I'll tell you one of the things I'm doing, Hal. My networking group has a virtual set of networking groups. And I went to 2 networking meetings this morning completely virtually without even leaving the house.
That's cool.
And I've got a one-on-one virtual coffee meeting after we get done recording this podcast. I made a relationship with somebody that I didn't know, and now I'm going to be discussing future business with them. So utilizing tools that you haven't been utilizing, there's never been a more important time to get familiar with making video, explaining why you're the authority, if you don't have a YouTube channel, if you don't have a podcast, if you don't have a blog, if you're not proactive with your advertising, the time to advertise is now, because you have got to be at the top of mind of people in your local market. And there's only 4 ways to be top of mind marketing. Number 1, paid advertising. One of the things I used to see in advertising for years and years, Hal, is the minute times got scary or bad, people pulled back on their advertising. That's not the time to do that. If everybody else does, that means that you'll be in the forefront and you'll be the person who's in top of mind because you're continuing your advertising. So don't cut your advertising. Number 2, was talking with a client this morning, Hal. They're almost approaching 100 reviews on their Google business. They have the most reviews of anybody in their market. That's a thing you could do. You could contact your customers and tell you, during these crazy times, since you're at home and you're on your computer, would really appreciate a review for the future. Utilize that time using the internet to build a bigger foundation. So Google My Business is number 2. Number 3 is what you and I are doing right now. Content marketing. Content marketing is creating not repurposed, licensed, cookie cutter, not in your voice content. It's creating original content in your voice and making it optimized so that people can find it through social media outlets. They can find it through different search engines. And there's more than Google. Google's not the only search engine. We're found in Apple Podcasts. We're found in Spotify Podcasts. We're found in Google Podcasts. We're found on Alexa. We're found in Google Home. You and I are everywhere because we are content marketers. Every business in America should be a content marketer. Google the 2 words, content marketing, if you don't believe it's a real thing. My mentor, Seth Godin, who's probably one of the I've never met him, but he's one of the wisest marketers in the world. And he said the only marketing left that is free, well, not really free, it's for effort. It's taking the time to create it or have somebody help you create it. The only marketing left is content marketing. So the bottom thing, and the SEO guys of the world are going to be mad as hell at me, but SEO is getting less and less effective. Search engine optimization. Ranking on the first page of Google for free, even if you do it, Google is pushing you further and further down the page because they're putting the ads at the top. They're putting the Google My Business, or what used to be called Google Places or Google Maps, right there under it. And so, in other words, even if you were the number 1 search engine optimized result, you're not even showing up. So there's never been a better time to learn about content marketing. There's another great website that I found this week I'm going to share with everybody called repurpose.io. Repurpose.io. It's cheap. It's amazing. It will enable you to take one piece of content and put it everywhere to get out there. And what you need to get out there is with reassuring information, offers to help everybody in these trying times, and we're letting people know that you're the authority and you're the expert, so that when things die down, and we don't
not if, but when
they die down, and they will die down, you're going to be top of mind. If you sit around and go into fear of panic mode and do nothing, you're not going to be better off when this ends. If you take this time and say, oh, now I have more time to learn Zoom, to learn content marketing, to start shooting videos with my iPhone. The list goes on and on of things that you could do. You know what I'm doing, Hal? I have courses on YouTube marketing that I have paid for that I haven't gone through. And I'm going to go through them.
I have some of those too. And I was just thinking about that the other day, that I need to go and find some of the ones that I really needed. I bought them. I paid a lot of money for them, and I haven't yet gone through them. So,
if you haven't read Hal's book, shame on you. This is the time to get that book out and read it right now. So utilize this time. Utilize this time for positive things. Stay abreast of the truth. We do have a pandemic. Yes, we do have an economic downturn, but it will turn around, and how you use this time can make a huge difference when we get to the end of the tunnel. And now here's a word from our sponsor.
Google Pest Control Marketing. Grow your business like never before. Call 770-993-0004.
Did you hear that? That is a jingle. But more than that, it is an audio logo and what I call a marketing earworm. But you know, that's a bug, that's a worm you want in your local market on YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, and podcasts like you're listening to right now. Yes, you should do a podcast as a PCO, but we'll talk about that another time. You want your market singing Google your name, what you do, and your phone number. Simple, but it works. If you want to cash in on this marketing bonanza, go to pestcontrolmarketingjingles.com to learn more. Or just call me, Mike Stewart, at 770-826-3662, or call Hal Coleman at 770-993-0004. And we would love to show you how to do what we call search and call advertising with earworms. And oh yeah, it works on that old-timey technology of radio and television. Why don't you call us today and learn more?
Google Pest Control Marketing. Grow your business like never before. Call 770-993-0004.
Yeah, and here's the thing too, Mike. Some of the people that don't get really proactive, and some of the ones who haven't been preparing for something like this are going to. Some of your competition, folks, is not going to survive this. And so because they weren't prepared for it, and they are too far extended, and so when this is over, you're going to find that some of your competitors that you were having to deal with aren't around anymore, which is going to make it even that much better for you. So find a way to buckle down, do the things you need to do so that when the starting gate opens again, you're well trained and well prepared to come out of that gate and get ahead of all of your competition. So,
yeah, and when it comes to online, don't wait until it's over to start the online, or don't make a decision not to do the online things. I've given you 3 tips here that if you don't take it, I don't know what else to tell you, because it works, it makes a difference. And utilizing those tools and making start with your existing happy customers. Let them know you're there now. Don't wait. And you know what? That should be pretty much all the time. Stay in touch with your customers year round. Don't. The only time they hear from you is when you're billing them. That's a great way to make them feel like you're just a number. Yeah, absolutely. Well, Mike, I think we covered it pretty well here. If just folks keep your head up and your eyes on the horizon, because it's coming, and we'll come out of this tunnel, and we will be leaner and meaner and better focused and better ready to be more profitable and grow our businesses. So we're all in it together. So if anybody has any
questions or concerns, or would like to find out more about marketing and things that I do, ways I can help you, just pick up the phone. If you don't have anything else to do, give me a call at 770-993-0004 or email me at Hal Coleman. I'll be happy to talk with you about whatever's going on. And if you're interested in taking me up on my offer of a free Double Your Business 1-hour strategy session, we'll set that up and we'll do it. It won't cost you a penny, and it'll go a long way toward helping you understand what you need to do to get your business on a fast growth track and stay there. And Mike, I know you have the same offer for people.
Well, absolutely. I want people to call me on my cell phone, 770-826-3662, 770-826-3662. You know, one of the things that we didn't wait for this pandemic to start giving a free hour of our time to make sure that we're a good fit and we can help you. So I know you have the time now. So rather than worry, call me and Hal and take us up on our free hour. It's no obligation. But when you learn what's possible to do, then you have to make a decision to be proactive. And we would love to, we do this podcast as a service to the industry, and we're willing to give an hour of our time for somebody who raises their hand and said, let me see how you could help me and give me some in-depth direction. And that's what Hal does. That's what I do. Give us a call. And Hal, I'm going to get out of here because I got some virtual meetings to do.
I got to get out of here too, Mike. And folks, thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Pest Control Marketing Podcast. Stay tuned because there's more to come.
Thanks for listening to the Pest Control Marketing Podcast. Be sure to subscribe to our podcast in iTunes and on your phones and in Stitcher on your Android. But more importantly, go to our website, pestcontrolmarketingpodcast.com. Subscribe to our email list to always be notified of new episodes. You're never going to want to miss what we got coming up next, and you never know what we're going to be able to do to help you with your pest control marketing.